My name is Clara-Jane Maunder. I'm a composer and violinist from Aberdeen. I grew up surrounded by music, so I always kind of assumed that I'd end up in a career in music. But it wasn't until I discovered composition that I decided that that really could be a future for me. Creating art, and for me music, is not an easy process, and a lot of it can actually be quite uncomfortable. Whether that's because the emotions I'm putting into it are challenging, or whether it's because I'm learning to use a new medium, or whether it's just because I'm procrastinating. But all of these aspects to me are such important parts of creation, which AI just does not have. Humans, I think, connect to art because they understand on some level how much it took to create that thing, and there just isn't that connection with AI. I'm concerned about the impact of AI on the arts and cultural sector because no one really knows the full impact of AI developments and exactly what it means for the industry. I've decided to speak out because it's going to, and it is already, impacting my future career. For me, so much of the beauty of creativity lies in the process, in the planning, in the creation, the collaboration that happens, and the act of doing things. The final creation, of course, is important, but I don't believe that creative outputs are quite so valuable without the history of creation, the emotional connection of the person who made it, and the feeling that has gone into creating them. I think it's really important that we retain our ability to create because it's what makes us human and what makes us more curious, imaginative, resourceful, original, deviant, and capable of free thinking. Take away human creativity, you make us far more compliant, far more complacent, and more easily manipulated. AI outputs will directly compete with human creatives and take away our already limited opportunities, and the income for the work is then taken away from the people who created it and just transferred to the AI companies. At the moment, I'm scared because creativity is just so human, and as I said, it'll just take away any joy of creativity that we have left. The UK government recently launched a public consultation on the use of AI in the creative industries, and in it they basically proposed a change to existing copyright law which would allow AI companies unlimited access to whatever creative outputs they needed to train AI without permission from the original creator. This means that any art, film, music, literature, dance could be used without permission from the creator and without reimbursement or credit. The main issue for creatives at the moment is this scraping of data for AI training. The reality is that the music that these AI models are spitting out is just an amalgamation of all the data they've been trained on all the human intellectual property that they might not even have permission to use. Proposing an opt-out system completely undermines the strict copyright laws that we already have in place and could potentially be used to take advantage of creatives who don't have the time, energy or knowledge to use the potentially complicated opt-out system to manually protect their own works. I'm less worried about where we're going to end up with the use of AI and more worried about the lack of protections that could cause problems for creatives. I need to know that we're being supported and that the arts and creative industries are being prioritised and being valued. I'm sure that AI can be an excellent tool in other sectors, but in the creative industry we have to be really careful. Careful that it doesn't take the creativity out of humanity and reduce us to a race that merely works. Isn't that a horrible future to imagine?